Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1517 of What's You Up To Now, documenting the business journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business, for almost 5 decades in business, as well as over a quarter century of that simultaneously in corporate America. And then in 2017, following my divorce, came online, did a bunch of stuff, continue to do a bunch of stuff, and I share, lessons learned, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Anything anybody asks, I share on here. Now, yesterday, I thought I was coming out of my cold and feeling better, and today I woke up like a ton of bricks hit me in the head, and my head's all plugged up and clogged again. I think I'm going to have to go back to the old cold medicine remedy and try some different things today to see if I can't, over the weekend, clear up my head once and for all, at least for the rest of the spring. So today's Supersize Your Business, our idiom was in one's mind's eye. Now that's a mouthful, but it just speaks to visualization and that we imagine first in our minds, or we create in our minds first what it is we want to create in the world. So we talked about how do we do that, and how do we create our vision and then bring people that are partnering and interacting and helping us to build the business that we're creating, along with the customers and the people that we serve. How do we bring them along? How do we create the vision in their mind of what it is that we're creating, or the transformation that we're creating for them or helping them to achieve for themselves? How do we paint that picture so that they want to be a part of our organization and they identify with us and want to be a part of the vision that we're creating as we build and supersize and grow our business? Our topic for the annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge, do one thing every day that improves us in some way, focusing on mental well-being the month of March. Our topic today was visualization. So we talked about the steps to visualization, some tips for visualization. If you're thinking like, I think I'm not good at visualizing, guess what? We are all natural visualizers. We think in pictures, so we're always naturally visualizing. It's just we want to shift from observing what's going on around us and transferring it into pictures in our brain to creating what it is that we want to see in our world and imagining and practicing that in advance to actually achieving it, because our brains cannot differentiate between something that's vividly imagined and something that's actually experienced. Our brain doesn't differentiate between those two things. So if we imagine something with great emotion and a lot of detail and all of our senses, our brain stores it away just as if it would an actual physical experience that we have. So it can be a very powerful tool, as any professional athlete or Olympian would tell you, and is demonstrated in the Olympics. If you watched any of the Olympics, and I didn't watch a ton of it, I just watched a couple of sports with my kids because they're big snow sports fans, you would see at the top of the run, or before the race started, the competitors running through in their mind. They'd close their eyes and were visualizing the entire race, the entire run, if it was a snowboarding or ski run, in their mind, in their imagination, before they actually performed it. So by the time they get to the Olympics, they have literally probably tens of thousands of times. I said thousands of times, but if I think about it, it's probably tens of thousands of times run through their performance before they've actually physically performed it at an event. We do that, if we're smart, we've learned to do that over the years, to practice before we do anything. We practice before we give speeches. We practice before we do presentations. We practice before we go to job interviews and prepare. At least I hope we do. We practice before we do presentations in class, etc., when we're in school. So we practice a lot of things through visualization before we actually perform, because we want to improve our performance and get better results, right? That's the only reason we practice anything. We want to practice our sports, both physically and in our minds, as we want to get better and more proficient at something. So I'm going to lay low again today, and I'm actually going to medicine up, I think, and see if I can't knock this cold out once and for all. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.